Well, I would describe my music as worldly. I like to play a little bit of everything so everybody gets something they like, and not in any generational gap in particular. I just like to have music that's one, timeless, that many people can enjoy, and also have the specifics. You know, the rare tastes and specific palettes. So I do play acoustic 99% of the time because it's easier to move around with an acoustic guitar and with a microphone and just set up what I like to call a raw performance, which is anything that you can listen to on the radio or has been on the top 40 or has ever been made that can be brought to that raw area is worth recreating for people. I mean, there's some genres of music which you can't do acoustic, but there are very little of them. I mean, acoustic guitars are a world of possibilities. I started when I was 9. I found a guitar at my grandma's, and she asked my dad if I could borrow it. My dad said I could borrow it, never gave it back. I was a different kid though. I wanted to be an astronaut. I went to space camp, had all the science and math classes lined up. I did go to private school until the 6th grade. My life was supposed to be something else. And when I found music, well, music found me. It was just an energy and raw expression that it was everything I always wanted to express, but couldn't with words, because I was kind of a shy kid. So yeah, music became my voice, which I hear from a lot of musicians. Because musicians are usually introverts who show their world through melody and rhythm. I went to school for music. I did not start off as that. I started studying English literature. I did that for about 3.5 years, and I'm like, I've been playing gigs since I was 14. I've been playing guitar forever. I should go to music and just do my thing. So I took a minor in English and started over. And I studied classical music, which wasn't anything. It wasn't what I was expecting at all. I grew up in Puerto Rico, and we had a conservatory and a classical music school, which is where I went to. The span of a year and a half, I transformed my career into something I hadn't even dreamed of yet. It says it was a big. It was a lot of growing up, big change, mind-opening experience, but I didn't use it to be a concert guitarist or to be a professor. So I didn't want to be a professor at school. Music for me also came in two cultures, because being born in Puerto Rico, you have North American culture and the Spanish culture. So you get those mashed up in once. And when you're playing for Puerto Rican audience, if you don't know both, you're no good. You suck. So you have to learn both of them and master both of them and be able to play whatever they want on demand, bilingual, everything. So that really puts you in a place where you could take it as a challenge, or you could take it as, just quit now. And I never quit. I just kept practicing and practicing and practicing and learning songs. And when I started learning classical music, then that opened a lot of possibilities for me to play on my own. I played in bands for many, many years, from age 14 to age 22, 23. But I started my solo show when I was about maybe 21, 20. It was just, I was in the music industry in the time that it was changing a lot. So I had to constantly be upping my game and changing and learning that when change does come, I'm usually ready for it. But I wasn't ready for this, for the whole COVID situation. But I'd been learning how to stream for a year. So I used, for online revenue, I use a lot of things. I use that link that we talked about. use my YouTube channel, use Google Ads, which is the slowest one. I put links to the things that I use, and if you buy something through that link, it gives me a couple of pennies. If somebody buys the guitar, it might be a couple bucks, but not a whole lot. And every time that sum goes up to $100, I get a check from Google. But it's better than nothing. So between those are the ways that I've diversified income online, and now with the internet busking, well, that depends on tips and A or B, but it's really hard to make money on the internet. But once you learn there's money out there, there are many ways to go after it. And if you're not making money at all, and if you're not working at all, you get up in the morning and you find a way to do it. There are many ways to do it. Now, physical gigs, actually being there, presential gigs, well, playing guitar, and I also put out CDs that I don't sell because mostly it's not my music. There's like my demos. But everybody who gives me a tip or leaves a tip in my guitar case, I give them a CD and a way to find more music. I do have a Patreon page online that I don't use very much. I have a few people who just want to contribute something online. I send them like monthly MP3s and stuff like that, but nothing like online concerts or stuff like that. I have done online concerts for private entities, private companies. I did a couple events for Country Financial. I've always done their weddings, birthdays, corporate events, and they're amazing, and they've been really supportive. And I've done like the charity shows that we've done with the Ronald McDonald House, the one for Channel One, a couple of things. It's just it's very early at this stage of because we've only been in this for 100 days. Seems like forever, but we've only been in this for 3 months. So we're all still learning. I still have to find a revenue stream that can support me. And in the meantime, we keep planning for the future for when we do get a chance to go back to our new normal, because there's no normal anymore. Our old normal. There's going to be a new normal. So when we do get there, we get to do it as best as we can. And I'm really grateful for everybody who's supported my music. I mean, and all the business owners and all the small venues, local venues, and everything. Everything from Potbelly to the Canadian Honker. They've been so good to me throughout these years. And I was ready to not go back to work that week of the 13th of March. Everybody kept me on until that day, and I really appreciate it, because I know they've had to let go of so many people, and it's really hard for everyone. I can't wait to see them again and give them a big hug and play as much music as I can for them.